Attention, Chicago Bears fans! Today, I bring you 3 news stories that are about to shake up the NFL world, especially our beloved franchise. Don't take your eyes off the screen because things are about to get exciting. First, get ready for a potential revolution in the coaching staff. The Bears are seriously considering a new candidate for the head coach position. Yes, the current offensive coordinator of the Detroit Lions could be on his way to Chicago. Imagine what this offensive genius could do with our team. Could he be the key to transforming our offense and leading us to glory? Don't miss the details! And if you thought that was all, wait until you hear this. The latest NFL mock draft has us dreaming of a bright future. Our rookie quarterback Caleb Williams could be getting the support he so desperately needs. With key draft picks, the Bears have the opportunity to bolster both the offense and defense. Can these new talents take us back to the top? Stay tuned until the end to find out. Last but not least, a signing that could change the game. The Bears are adding an experienced safety from the practice squad to the active roster. This player has proven to be resilient and versatile, and now he has the chance to make a significant contribution to our defense. Could this be the missing piece to strengthen our defensive line? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like if you're as excited as I am about the future of the Chicago Bears. Go Bears! Chicago Bears fans, we have fresh and exclusive news that you can't miss. I'm bringing you the latest update that's shaking up the NFL world and especially our beloved Bears franchise. Let's get straight to the point. Ben Johnson, the offensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions, is in the spotlight to become the next head coach of the Chicago Bears. Yes, you heard that right. According to reports from ESPN and journalist Courtney Cronin, sources have confirmed that the Bears plan to interview Johnson for the vacant head coach position. This rumor comes right after Tom Pelissero, an NFL Network insider, reported that Johnson is intrigued by what the Bears have to offer and is willing to listen to their proposal. I ask you fans, isn't this exciting? Isn't this the spark we need to ignite hope in our hearts? I think it is. Who is Ben Johnson and why should we care? Let me tell you this, Ben Johnson is not just any candidate. At 38 years old, Johnson has led the Lions offense to become one of the most feared in the league. Under his leadership, Detroit's offense ranks first in points and second in total yards. Their passing attack ranks second in yards and third in passing touchdowns. And let's not forget their ground game, which is among the top 6 in yards, touchdowns, and rushing attempts. It's a balanced and lethal offense. Is Ben Johnson the answer to our problems? I tell you this, the numbers don't lie. Johnson has proven to be a master at designing and executing a balanced and effective offensive attack. Isn't that what we desperately need in the Bears? An offensive mind that can transform our fortunes and lead us back to glory. However, Ben Johnson is not the only name in the running for the job. Patrick Flowers has compiled a preliminary list of potential candidates based on reports from league insiders. Although Bill Belichick is already out of the equation after accepting a position at the University of North Carolina, there are still 16 more names on the Bears' radar. But is there really another candidate who can compete with Johnson? I ask you this, who else has shown the caliber of Johnson? All signs point to him. And I tell you this, if the Bears don't put their best foot forward and secure an interview with Johnson, we could miss the opportunity to hire a dynamic candidate who could pull the franchise out of its current darkness. So Bears fans, the question remains, do you think Ben Johnson is the right man to lead the Chicago Bears? Is he the offensive genius we need to turn our luck around and get back on the path to victory? The latest NFL mock draft has the Bears giving Caleb Williams more than one Christmas gift he'd love to have in 2025. That's right, the team has a lot of work ahead this offseason to keep building around our rookie quarterback, Caleb Williams. In just 16 weeks, Williams has shown he has the potential to become the best thing to happen to this franchise, as long as the team puts the necessary pieces around him to not only elevate his game, but, most importantly, win games. It will be a tough task for the Bears' front office and general manager Ryan Poles, but the team has everything it needs to get it done in the coming months. After losing 9 consecutive games, the Bears have put themselves in a great position heading into the 2025 NFL Draft. Right now, the Bears have the 9th overall pick, and at worst, would have the 10th overall pick if they manage to win the last 2 games, plus 2 other picks currently in the top 50. What will the Bears do with those top picks? It remains to be seen, but looking at the team this season, it's obvious which direction they need to go in the draft. Williams needs more offensive support, both on the line of scrimmage and in the weapons he can distribute the ball to. On defense, adding more high-level depth to the defensive line should also be a priority. In the latest mock draft from our own AJ Schulte had the Bears addressing all those weaknesses by adding impact players in the first 3 rounds of the draft. Here are the players he had the Bears selecting with their first 4 picks. With the 9th overall pick, Schulte has the Bears choosing Will Campbell, an offensive lineman from LSU. With another top 10 pick, the Bears can capitalize on their hand by getting another top-tier prospect in the first round, just like they did in 2023 by selecting right tackle Darnell Wright with the 10th overall pick. This time, Schulte has the Bears taking the first offensive lineman off the board in Will Campbell from LSU, passing over the 2024 Outland Trophy winner Kelvin Banks Jr. from Texas. Both players are worthy of being the first offensive linemen selected in the April draft, and it just depends on what the team is looking for. For the Bears, the decision to take Campbell over Banks makes sense. Campbell started 12 games in 2024 as a left tackle, but also profiles as a potential guard at the next level. In those 12 games, Campbell allowed only 1 sack and 14 pressures. Campbell could be the perfect fit for the Bears as a player who could start at either position. He could compete as a left tackle following Braxton Jones' significant injury, or replace Teven Jenkins as a left guard if the team opts to let him go in free agency. Either way, it would be a significant upgrade for the front line. With the 40th pick, Schulte has the Bears selecting LSU wide receiver Kyren Lacy with the team's first pick in the 2nd round. LSU has become a school that produces elite talent for the NFL, like Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Malik Neighbors, and Brian Thomas Jr., just to name a few recent ones. The Bears' wide receiver room could have an opening if the team decides not to bring back veteran Keenan Allen, and Lacy would be a great addition alongside DJ Moore and Rome Odunze in the Bears' offense. With the Tigers in 2024, Lacy led the team with 58 receptions, 866 yards, and 9 touchdowns. Lacy did most of his work on the outside, but also played 156 snaps in the slot. In 2023, Lacy finished 3rd on the team in yards and touchdowns behind future first-round picks Neighbors and Thomas. The 40th pick would be incredible value. With the 41st pick via Carr, Schulte has the Bears selecting another offensive lineman in Marcus Embo from Purdue. At Purdue in 2024, Embo started all 12 games as a right tackle, allowing 3 sacks and 22 pressures, but 2 of those sacks were against Notre Dame's top-ranked defense in Week 3. After that game, Embo allowed only 1 sack for the rest of the season. Embo is extremely athletic and very good on his feet, according to ESPN draft analyst Jordan Reed. Projecting his impact in the NFL, Embo has the size and athleticism to play tackle, guard, or center. For a team potentially replacing 3 out of 4 starters this offseason, Embo is a safe prospect to trust and will eventually find a starting spot during the summer. With the 71st pick, Schulte finally has the Bears addressing the defense by selecting South Carolina defensive tackle TJ Sanders with the 71st pick. When it comes to finding a solid contributor for the defensive line at the end of day 2 of the draft, Sanders would be your best bet. At 6'4" and 290 pounds, with a ridiculous wingspan, Sanders has all the intangibles that could make him rise even higher in the draft. From a production standpoint, Sanders was ultra disruptive for the Gamecocks in 2024, finishing the year with 5 sacks, 32 total pressures, and 24 stops. Among SEC defensive tackles, Sanders' sack total was second only to Ole Miss's Walter Nolan, whom Schulte had landing with the Minnesota Vikings in the first round. Adding a player like Sanders to a defensive line with Montez Sweat, Jervon Dexter, and Andrew Billings would give Chicago another defensive line that the rest of the NFL should fear for years. So, Bears fans, what do you think of this mock draft? Do you think these picks would help Caleb Williams and the team improve significantly? According to ESPN's Adam Schefter, the Bears are signing safety Adrian Colbert from the practice squad to the active roster. Colbert, 31, was a 7th-round pick by the 49ers out of Miami following the 2017 NFL Draft. He signed a 4-year, $2.5 million rookie contract through 2020 and was eventually released after camp in 2019. Colbert joined Seattle shortly after but was claimed off their practice squad by Miami in November 2019. He re-signed a one-year deal with the Dolphins in the 2020 offseason before being waived after camp. He had a brief stint with Kansas City in 2020 but spent the season with the Giants after being claimed in September. From there, Colbert signed a one-year deal with New England in 2021 but was released before the season. Colbert started the 2021 season with the Jets but ended up joining the Browns in December and stayed there for the entire 2022 season. After a brief stint in training camp with Tennessee in 2022, Colbert signed with Chicago's practice squad for the season and has been there since. In 2024, Colbert has appeared in 3 games for the Bears. What does this mean for our team? I tell you this, Colbert's experience and versatility can be a great addition to our defense. He has been on several teams and has proven to be a resilient and adaptable player. Now, with his inclusion in the active roster, we hope he can make a significant contribution in the upcoming games. So, Bears fans, what do you think of this signing? Do you believe Adrian Colbert can make a difference in our defense? Bears fans, the question remains, do you think Ben Johnson is the right man to lead the Chicago Bears? Is he the offensive genius we need to turn our luck around and get back on the path to victory? Also, what do you think of this mock draft? Do you think these picks would help Caleb Williams and the team improve significantly? And finally, what do you think of this signing? Do you think Adrian Colbert can make a difference in our defense? We want to hear your opinions and comments on these crucial decisions for our team. Join the conversation and share your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to not miss any updates and be part of this incredible Bears fan community. Together, we are a family! Subscribe now and stay tuned for all the news and analysis on the Chicago Bears. See you in the next video.